I got to chuckle a little bit. PR came over here and just told us that we have a snake wrapped around our equipment. So if our signal goes off air, you guys know why. It's a black and white snake. So we'll get to the bottom of that in a second. What you're looking at right now is the running backs going through some handoff drills with the quarterbacks. And looky there, number 3, Luke McCown, in that Cowboys jersey after the Cowboys signed him yesterday. Also getting a lot more reps this afternoon. Number 37, Ronnie Hillman, the back that they signed this week. And, it's Dak's birthday, number 4. And it's, I just caught up with his dad, actually, Nat Prescott. And he talked to me about just how competitive his son is. He pulled out a fidget spinner out of his pocket and said he can even make a competition out of this. They have some pretty gnarly domino games ahead of games on Sundays. And he says now he's obviously had the privilege of playing with celebrities at dominoes, guys like Shaquille O'Neal. He said growing up, because I did ask him, I said, when did you know that Dak Prescott was something special? And he said in Pop Warner, he said a lot of the parents wanted to see his birth certificate because while he wasn't the biggest guy, he was just so tough and so mature. And he kept reminding them that he had 2 very large older brothers that he used to constantly go up against at the house just playing football. And, he'd constantly tell the guys, hey, don't beat up on your brother too much. And apparently Dak would get upset about that. He wanted them to play rough with him. And so here you are. You're seeing him out here on his 24th birthday, tossing the ball around. Just got a ball to Des Bryant. Of course, a lot of fans here today for Saturday practice. Even saw Omar Epps here, the guy from Love and Basketball, the Wood. He's a Cowboys fan, says that began with a love of another running back, Tony Dorsett. Hasn't been able to really come out here to practice in the past because he says he's always been filming. I also hear Taylor Lautner is on his way out here from Twilight fame. So a couple of celebrities, lots of fans. And then, like I said, they're just going through some individual drills right now. I feel like every time you guys come to me, they're sort of wrapping things up. It was a little bit more entertaining before we got here. But now you're beginning to see the wide receivers out here. And looks like we got Kellen Moore throwing the football around. So that one, Bryce Butler just picking up. Bryce Butler's been looking really strong, guys. I asked him, obviously there's a lot of competition at the wide receiver position this year. And, he said that this was a year that he switched things up in the offseason. He went and trained with a coach in the West Coast, really wanted to work on his core, wanted to solidify that, just shook things up a little bit. And I can tell you, just looking at him at OTAs and mini camps, he's shown a lot of speed out here. He's been looking really sharp. Cole Beasley about to get out here on the field. We saw a lot of Ryan Switzer playing in that slot role in the return game during OTAs and mini camps because Cole had a hamstring issue. Now it's the other way around. Ryan Switzer has a hamstring issue. We have seen him back here out in the practice field, still day to day. As they kind of monitor that. They're going to avoid the MRI, see if he's ready to go after the Hall of Fame game. So that's, right now, seeing him out here, he was stretching with Dez and doing their secret handshake that they've already got. So he looks to be okay, but we'll continue to keep an eye on him.
Who is Bryce Butler competing with for the 3rd, 4th receiver spot over there? Who's the competition that he's competing with against over there?
Well, I got to tell you, Noah Brown's been looking really sharp, number 85. This is a guy that Ezekiel Elliott really advocated for, knew him well from college, and he's looked really good out here. Obviously, you've got Terrence Williams at the number 2 position, Des Bryant, obviously your leading receiver, Cole Beasley, Ryan Switzer. So, there is a little bit of competition. Andy Jones is another one. So it's just a matter of, how many wide receivers are they going to carry, 5 or 6?